Hello. Form 941. Employers quarterly federal tax return. So who is required to file employer federal tax return? Well, if you are a business owner, and let's say you are an L.L.C. and you're required to be taxed as an SCorp, you will treat yourself, assuming you work in your own business, you will treat yourself as an employee. You will pay salary to yourself, and then you have to withhold federal income tax from your salary and Social Security and Medicare as well. And then as the employer, your business will match the Social Security withheld and the Medicare withheld as well. So if you are an SCorp and you work in your own business, you are the first employee, you are required to file employer federal tax return. If you are a sole proprietor and you have employees in your business, now yourself as a sole proprietor, you are not an employee, whether you work in your business or not. But if you have employees, you are required to file employer federal tax return. If your business is a partnership or L.L.C. and you have employees, you are required to file employer tax return. And as a partnership or L.L.C., you working in the business, you are not an employee. But anyone else you hire to work for you in the business as an employee, you are required to file employer tax return because you have employees. So now 941, Form 941 versus 944. Form 941 is employer's quarterly federal tax return, and Form 944 is employer's annual federal tax return. So if you are required to file quarterly, you will use Form 941. If you are required to file annually, then you will use Form 944, and it is due by January 31st. So what the components of federal employer federal tax return? Well, federal income tax withheld. So when you have an employee, the salary you paid, you will withhold a portion of it as federal income tax return. You are required to do that, and you could use publication 15T to find the table, withholding table, to be able to guide you to know how much you need to withhold from the salary as federal income tax. Next, you will withhold 6.2% of Social Security tax out of that wages, out of that income or salary that you pay to your employee. That's half of Social Security tax, and you will do that up to on salary up to $137,700. Anything you pay beyond that for the year on that particular employee, just per employee, you won't withhold any excess Social Security. But that's $137,700 threshold, salary threshold, annual salary threshold is by employee. So if you are a small business, probably you won't get that far with one employee when it comes to salary. So 6.2% of Social Security, you will withhold that from salaries that you pay to your employees, each one of them. So Medicaid, you will withhold 1.45% for Medicaid portion, from your employee salary as well. So that's three type of taxes that you will hold from wages. You as the employer, you will pay 6.2% of Social Security tax as well, and 1.45% of Medicaid tax to match what you withheld from your employee salary. So all of that is the employer federal tax that you have to report and pay back to IRS. Using Form 941, you will report the wages and the taxes withheld, and you will pay that, or you will make deposit all the year. So let's talk about deposit. You might be required to make deposits bi-weekly or make deposits monthly. So depending of your deposit schedule, you'll make those deposits, but then at the end of the quarter, you will file Form 941, employer quarterly federal tax return, to see if you owe more, which you will pay, or if you are owed a refund that you will claim. Thank you for watching. I'm Afiavi Ojune Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting LLC YouTube channel and owners of Nina Soap. And our website is ninasoap.com.